Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Saturday, I think. Yeah, I think it's Saturday. I just haven't been having the best couple of days for the last couple of days. Just feeling a little bit under the weather, and I don't know if it's just the cold, snowy weather and some sort of seasonal stuff, or just the stress of feeling like there's so much I need to get done by the end of the year and I'm not really doing well on my lists, or a combination of all of the above. But I didn't even make a video yesterday. I was like, I don't have anything to show. But today I did finish up a project. My first project from scrap yarn bag number 5. If you recall, that was the one with all the pinks and purples. So, at one point there were about 15 of these hot pink, and now it's down to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Because when you're doing an amigurumi and your yarn ends are hidden inside, sometimes you can get away with using up little scraps of the same color and tying them all together. Ballerina Kitty. I love making these. Um, I think this is about the 12th one that I've made. I think there were a couple that I just never put on Ravelry, but I have 10 on Ravelry. So she's probably number 12 or 14, 15, I don't know. Um, every time I've made one of these, it's sold pretty quickly. So I do need to get pictures of her and get her into my Etsy shop. And you know what? I could make a twin with a purple skirt. This was at 1 pound, 3 ounces when I started. Now it is down to 15.9 ounces. Progress. Yeah. It's good to make progress in one area at least. I've just been struggling with a big project, and I'm struggling with getting everything together for the mystery yarn challenges, and I am really rethinking carrying on with it next year. It's just a lot of extra work, and I just can't keep up with it. Um, Going fully onto Social Security is um, is a challenge, staying within a budget, and my crafting business is supposed to fill in the gaps from me leaving my job, retiring, and I've been too busy to keep up with things, and that's not happening. So it, I think I am going to let it go. I think it would be a big weight off my shoulders, and trying to focus more on stuff that brings me joy in 2025, and heading up the Mystery Yarn Challenge, I'm sorry to say, is not bringing me joy. So maybe somebody else can take it on. Lori has offered to help as much as she can with letting you learn the ropes. It's just not for me. I don't have the personality to handle it, I think. The type of personality where you can just let stuff roll off your shoulders. I take things too personally when there are negative comments, and that's part of the job. So, yeah, I'm once I get these finale videos up, I think I'm done. I just think that will make 2025 a bit easier, a bit of a better year for me. If someone else wants to take it on, I'll be a participant. Maybe. Depends on how the budget is looking for that month. But I'm trying to streamline. I spent a lot of time today tidying up in the craft room. There's more boxes up here now. And it's a little bit easier to find things in the closet because I've been trying to find stuff to update Etsy listings, and everything's a jumble from craft shows. It's like, okay, I've got to get this under control so that I can get stuff on Etsy. Finding yarn that I didn't know I had. Finding projects that, like, oh, that's where that was. So it's been there's been a lot of soul searching for the last few days, and yeah, I think I shouldn't continue with stuff that's causing so much stress for me. The stress does cause physical issues down the road, and I don't need that right now. I actually exercised yesterday. It was just a short little YouTube exercise video, but I got it done. That's one thing I need to work on, getting back into my schedule. So I was like patting myself on the back last night. It wasn't like a Biggest Loser style hour on the treadmill workout. It was just a short one. My knees held up. I didn't have, my knees did not give me a whole lot of grief. My legs were saying, we don't want to do this, but hey, I finished the video. I think I slept a little better after that. So what's up now for today? I have to do a little bit of organizing for tomorrow's video. I want to start a new series called The Battle of the Scrap Bags. Since I have at least 18 scrap bags that I'm going to be working through, I made a spreadsheet. Yeah, I always make spreadsheets to show how many items I made from each bag, how much value I would price the items at. Although, like for one of them, I made my granddaughter's Christmas present. Twig the Deer Fox. It's from a Netflix series that she and her daddy watched together. It's called Hilda and Twig. And, how can I put a price on that? She loves it. The day that we had our Christmas gathering, where's my water? I need a drink of water. Three out of four of the granddaughters had a sleepover in the girls' room. So there was an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, almost 5. She won't be 5 until the end of January. 8, almost 5, just turned 4 in one room. And the mother of the 4-year-old was concerned that these kids are going to be getting out of bed and running around, and they're not going to sleep. So she went in to chaperone and make sure that everyone stayed in their beds and wasn't, partying in there, that they calmed down. So the 4-year-old, Lyra, took her Twig with her to bed that night. My daughter said she was just drifting off to sleep, and she's like, where's my stick? Where's my stick? My daughter's like, what? What are you talking about? And then she finds the stuffed animal. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's not Stick. He's Twig. So if she likes him so much that she takes him to bed to cuddle with, instead of her beloved elephant Lovey, then Grammy nailed it. So the whole point of that story, I'm coming up with stories. I have a story that the trip down, the pastor was doing his sermon on Sunday, and he showed some gifts that he has received over the years. And he pulls out cat socks and a Christmas card where if you pull out the tab, the cats do a Christmas song by meowing, and a little cat coffee, all this cat stuff. So over dinner, I was asking my son-in-law, like, what's the thing with cats that he gets all these cats gifts? He goes, he doesn't like cats. He does not like cats at all. So all those are gag gifts that people have given him. Oh. Well, that brought up a story from my teenage years where it was winter. We lived in this big old farmhouse that had a narrow driveway with drop-offs on either side at one point. But when we would plow the driveway, you ended up with snowbanks pretty close on either side. Basically, you could just drive one car down the driveway. Not much room for anything else. So it was afternoon. My father was coming home from his job. And we hear a horn blowing in the driveway. Look out and I say, oh, Dad's home. But why is he blowing the horn? And trying to see, like, there's something in front of the car? Big old orange barn cat was walking right up the center of the driveway. Nice and slow. My dad hits the horn to try to get the cat to move faster. When he hits the horn, the cat stops. Sort of turns around like, what's your problem? So Dad's, he wants to get into the nice warm house. So he gets out of the car, he goes over, the next thing you see is, whoop, the cat goes over the snowbank and into the snow on the front yard. The cat was fine. Cat is like hopping up in the air and making a little progress, hops over to the snowbank as my dad gets back in the car and drives up the driveway. My dad comes in and I says, I can't believe you kicked the cat. And he goes, I did not kick the cat. I lofted the cat. Oh boy. It's been over 40 years since that episode, and I can just remember the cat just going, whoop. I lofted the cat. I think I need to tell that story to my grandchildren and like make a little stuffed animal cat that's just big enough for them to put the, okay. Some people will say that's cruelty to animals. The cat was okay. He just, picked the cat up with his foot and tossed it over the snowbank so that he could get the car up the driveway. Cats have 9 lives. Cat was fine. Cat got a bit of a snow bath. Cat got a lesson. Okay. And I don't know where I was going from that story. Okay, just talking about things to come. The Battle of the Scrap Bags. I'm hoping to get a little bit more organized with that and make that the point of a video tomorrow. And I'll have a supplementary blog post. But boy, that blog post is probably going to get pretty long from all this. By the time I get through 18 bags of yarn, and I've been averaging about 12 projects per bag, that's going to be a lot of projects. Although there's one bag that's just a skein of orange yarn, And there's another bag that's one Christmassy red, one Christmassy green. So some of the bags, the count is going to be really low. And then I'm finding more bags. When I was tidying up around the room, I found a bag over there. There's a few bags over here. I've picked up a lot of thrift store yarn that sort of got tossed in the corner and forgotten, shall we say? Every once in a while, it's good to clean up your room. You find stuff you didn't know you had. But then that adds stuff to your list. Okay. I think I'm going to go get some yarn therapy, and maybe I'll, as long as I'm back here and I have my phone back here, maybe this little lady, look at her photo shoot. This is a free pattern from Grace and Yarn. There is also a ballerina mouse, and I think there's a bird. So there's 3 patterns that you can do the ballerina outfits for. Maybe I should do a ballerina mouse too. I haven't done any of those. It's just this one has been such a hit that it's all I do. So, yep, I think I'm going to get some pictures of her before I head out to my chair. So along with editing this video, I can edit the Etsy listing, put her on Ravelry, and I feel like I've gotten something done today. I did get my inkjet cartridges, so the printer is up and running again, and I printed a new to-do list, and right after I printed it, it was like, oh, there were like 3 other things that I needed to add to that list. Never ends. Never ends. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow.